a 320 BHDS Liberty Edition Freedom Express by Coachmen here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. There's essentially two primary upgrade packages and then a third supplementary upgrade package in effect in this video. And one quick disclaimer I want to give you is we sell a lot of this floor plan. This is one of our best sellers, and this is a best-selling line. So the equipment and options, features, the interior fabric package you see in this camper in this video may vary a little bit from the one that you're looking to take home. Please double check our actual picture tour for your fabrics and upgrades, as well as our text description, because we actually take the time to list all that out for you. After that, the next question is, why Coachmen? Why Freedom Express? There's a lot of other trailers with this floor plan out there. Things like this, easier access, bigger storage. Those are going to be common recurring things. You're going to hear me wear the word storage out in this video because Coachmens are awesome for it. Now, you notice you not only have just a normal silver twist lock, you have a bus style slam lock baggage door here. You also have a very wide baggage door that is very conducive to loading things like folding lawn chairs as opposed to like just the little bag style chairs. So if you have those nice Faulkner zero gravity chairs or anything like that, or a director style chair, it'll fit in here easily. Now this white resin table that you see right here, it's 2 feet by 4 feet. It's very cool. It's like a built-in picnic table. It's part of the anniversary package, which is that supplementary package I was telling you about. I would expect that to get phased out by the end of the 2015 camping season, because this marks Coachmen's 50th year producing towable RVs. Huge accomplishment. Very few manufacturers can boast that. I can probably count them on one hand, because very few people actually listen to consumers and add the things they're looking for. Quick note under here, you notice you don't see chipboard, you don't see particle board. You see plywood, you see welded aluminum framework. That's how this thing's built. I don't know if you noticed, but there's also a full LED light strip down here in the basement to illuminate this area. Now, this is a 2015 and a half model, and you can instantly tell the difference by the shape of the nose. This has a very cool bullet style nose shape that may slightly improve your miles per gallon. I'm not going to tell you it's going to make or break your gas tank, but it looks amazing. It looks very, very beefy. It looks very powerful, and it has these really cool LED lights right here for marker lights when you're hooking up at night. A couple other things on the nose. You see that you have a double-sized battery rack, so if you want to add a second battery after the fact, you can do that. You're going to find this model has power tongue jack and power awning. So when you're setting up your campsite with that power tongue jack, it's easier to lift the trailer and get unhooked from your weight distribution set on your truck. It's also easier to level the trailer instead of manually cranking it. The power awning is awesome because if you're you wake up in the middle of the night and it's raining, pouring rain, you weren't expecting it, you can hear your awning arms snapping in the breeze. You don't have to go outside and spend 5 minutes in your underwear in a lightning storm putting in your awning. You can walk over to your control center, push the awning button, 30 seconds later, go back to bed. Dry as a bone. That's it. You'll notice that basically every window you see on this trailer opens for cross ventilation. This giant window, look at 50% of that slides open. Huge, huge cross ventilation there. Now what's nice too is back here in the bunkhouse, you see, a slider window wouldn't really be smart. So they spent a couple extra bucks instead of just a panel window, they put in a nice jalousie window. And that's sweet because you can leave that open even in moderate rain conditions and still get some fresh air. You will also see things like a black tank flush and an outside shower back here on the rear corner, and that will just help keep the trailer sanitized when you're ready to leave, when you're done camping, as well as just help for everyday cleanup. And with kids running around, if they're playing where there's sand and dirt, if they're out there in the lake, you're going to want to hose that off them before they get in your camper. Now the 320 has a very nicely redesigned outdoor kitchen. This is another of the 2015 and a half updates. I do like to point out that the outdoor kitchen does have this huge, tall overhead door. Now I'm 6'3". You see how much room you have under here, so it's very easy to use this as a rain cover. You don't have to duck just to use your outdoor kitchen. When they redesigned this, they made room up here, a lot of empty space that is suitable for anything up to a 2060, probably even 32-inch flat screen TV. They still have plenty of storage cabinetry outside. You're still going to see plenty of countertop space. You do have hot and cold water at this kitchen. You still have a little power outlet there. If you want to add like a small little microwave here on the counter, you can do that. I also like to point out, even out here in the outdoor kitchen, and it's especially important out here because you get a lot more humidity outside than you do inside. You have sealed edge countertops. There's no way for water to get down in here, swell and make soft spots. And my favorite, Dad's medicine cabinet. That's where Dad keeps his barley pop, and that's what keeps Dad happy when the kids are getting rowdy. You'll also notice through the whole coach we have LED lights, not incandescent bulbs. And we have a Coleman free-floating camp grill. If you want to take this and put it on the picnic table, take it over to your buddy's place because you're tailgating and having a good time, you can do that. And one of my favorite things is the drawer under the sink. It's the best use of space under a sink in the entire RV industry, period. There's more than one way to skin a cat. No one has come up with a better solution than that. You've got about a 20 or 22 foot power awning on this thing too, so it gives you a lot of shaded cover. And one thing that I do like about it, and I apologize, I don't have any power run to the unit right now, but you can see this white strip at the base of the awning. That's an LED light strip. Now the underside of the awning has white fabric, so when light from an LED hits that, it'll cause the fabric to reflect that light and almost look like it's glowing. And that will provide a lot of illumination to your campsite without blinding the neighbors, without, getting the neighbors upset with you. Now, real quick, just remember the fabric pattern scheme you're looking at this, I believe this is called slate, I'm pretty sure. It's a very nice neutral gray tone with a couple like almost platinum type highlights in it here and there that don't always show up well on camera. But remember that the one that you're taking home may have a different fabric scheme, so please always call to double check. Right now in the camera we're looking at a memory foam tri-fold hide-a-bed. It's 30 seconds to flip it in or out, so it's not like, it's far better than a jackknife one because it's memory foam, and you don't have air beds going flat, and it even gives you a little pocket on each side to hold drinks. That's a pet peeve of mine. When you have nowhere to put a drink, it gets, it sits in your hand, it sweats, it gets on your clothes. If you sneeze, you spill it. At least I do. I don't know. But under the dinette here, you'll find exceptional storage options. Now what we're looking at right here, these are the solid surface sink covers in this fully plywood constructed drawer on full ball bearing drawer glides. And those go up here on your island sink. Now, again, we're looking at several upgrade packages in this coach, and you can see most of them doing some level of work right in this shot alone. First thing I'll talk about is that rather than a base Freedom Express, this is a Liberty Edition. That's what changes the front from just a fiberglass nose to a full nose cap. That's what's giving us solid surface countertops. There's a lot of things that go into it. I try to list most of those out on our website whenever I can. You're also going to see some upgraded light fixtures in there in conjunction with the anniversary package, which bumps up the light fixtures another step. Now the next thing we're looking at is the Premier package, which is basically the highest level of upgrades available on this coach. That's what's given us this cool LED recessed coffered ceiling light fixture. We're getting an 8 cubic foot fridge instead of a 6. We have a full electric fireplace, which is going to act as an electric space heater, so you don't have to burn up all your propane if you've already paid for electricity at a campsite. A lot of things going on all at the same time in this coach, but the end result is just fantastic. Back to storage. I told you I'd wear the word storage out. This is where it really kicks in. This extra kitchen slide right here adds a tremendous amount of additional counter space and extra storage space. Even on the back side of the sink, and this is one of my favorite parts, they leave you a spot for a wastebasket. It's incredibly difficult to find a place to put an actual wastebasket in travel trailers. And notice the extra power outlets they have on the island kitchen here. So if you want to put your sink covers on, you can turn this into Griddle Central, fire up some pancakes and bacon for the kids, and clean up some breeze. One nice thing with the undermounted sinks too is you can just sort of brush everything in the sink, swoop it out one time, toss it, you're done. One of the other 2015 upgrades is they put a true backsplash in rather than just wallpaper. That's a nice touch. You notice that your cabinetry in here is fantastic. These are made to last. Wow. And this is a big, big pantry. So if you're looking for kitchen space in a bunkhouse, this is the model. You know, I mean, just to give you an idea, it's as deep as my elbow. That's pretty big. If you've got a big bunkhouse like this that can sleep a ton of people, you got to feed a ton of people. This one can do it. Most of the time, we will upgrade the central air conditioner to a 15,000 BTU instead of 13.5, 50% more cooling power. While we're on the heating and cooling, this does have a fully enclosed, insulated, heated underbelly. So this is a good extended season camper as well. 32-inch flat screen standard. You see it's in a spinner entertainment system. So what's cool about this, I've seen a lot of versions of this floor plan. I've never seen one where the TV folds back to the bunkhouse. So the kids kind of get the advantage of an awesome entertainment center here. Mom and Dad may actually want to trade them bedrooms. Your stereo is an all-in-one unit, AM, FM, CD, DVD player. It's Bluetooth enabled. It just does everything. It does everything. Back here in the bunkhouse, you see you have a convertible cube futon, and you can use that several ways. You can use it like a lounge, like a sofa. You can flip it open to like a king-size lower bed. And that's what's really awesome about this model. It has so many uses. You can use it like a normal bunkhouse. You can use it like an extended living room. You can use it, for a lot of different reasons. And again, when it comes to storage, Coachmen just generally has people beat. They really are excellent about leaving people room to put things. And that's what happens after spending 50 years building towable RVs. They pick up on the stuff people are really looking for. What's funny is even though the TV spins around, they did still wire in a second entertainment center here. So if you guys are stuck inside all day and it's raining, you can keep the kids entertained. You can keep them from fighting with one another so the mom and dad have to get their blood pressure up. You don't have to deal with that. And notice some big windows here in the bunkhouse letting in lots of ambient light. You also still have nicer pleated shades on these, and you'll see a little bit, cameras, there we go, a little bit better bunk mats in these than most campers. And so mom and dad don't have to tear their rotator cuffs throwing the kids to the upper bunk. There is a ladder to get them right up there for you. Moving forward, just another look at the kitchen space here and all the storage from a different angle. Notice there's even side pocket storage on here. Now, while this is a nice, open, breathable floor plan, this is my favorite part of the living room. This huge closet right as soon as you walk in the front door. This is exactly where this thing needs to be. You have a shoe rack right there. They left you space on the side to put things like brooms. This is incredibly well planned. You have a big coat rack, or you can use those extra wardrobe space. You can shove your hats and your bags up there. This is exactly where it needs to be. I can't tell you how many of these $80,000, $90,000 fifth wheels we see roll through that have nowhere to put a coat in the living room. Nowhere. It blows my mind. Over here, you'll see another 15.5 update in the little message and charging station. So you can obviously just use it as a key rack, and it looks like a place where you might throw some mail or something like that. But if you look, you have power outlets here, and you have these little holes where you can plug in some cell phone chargers. Run the charger cable down in there. You can leave your phone right here in charging where it's easy access next to the front door, and it's still possible to Bluetooth over to that stereo from here. Actually, those stereos are great. You can be 3 or 4 campers away before they begin to lose connection. You see that there are 2 entry doors to the bathroom area. So if mom and dad are sleeping at night, the kids don't have to walk through the bedroom to get to the bathroom door. And at the same time, let's say you have someone sleeping here on the hide-a-bed. You have a guest or a friend or a brother or anything like that. They can use this primary entry door right here while mom and dad have a door that closes to the bedroom on both sides, so mom and dad maintain their privacy. You see both a power vent fan and a skylight, as well as another 15.5 update, the clouded spa-style shower. And that opens from the middle. It opens outward. It's so cool looking. Here, let me show you real quick. Little rubber holdback so it stays put in transit. Very nice. And it's an easier step into the bathroom. You don't necessarily have to, take that big first leap. So if you've had maybe some knee surgery or something like that, this is a good coach for you. Also, quick mention, porcelain stool with a foot flush, not plastic. You can actually clean those too. Problem with a plastic stool is how do you clean it? You can't use really harsh abrasives and cleansers, and they're porous. So there's room for bacteria to grow, which can mean odors, mildew, things like that. 2 more 15.5 updates even here in the bedroom. They went from a 76-inch bed to a full 80-inch queen bed. Tall guy like me, I can sleep on this camper without my feet hanging off the bed. Queen sheets fit this bed. And they put another vent here in the ceiling of the bedroom. So again, all the windows open in a Coachman. Even if your bedroom doors are shut and you're dry camping, don't want to turn on your air conditioner, open your windows, open your ceiling vent, and get a breeze rolling through here. It's also nice to mention, both sides of the bed you'll find stands where you can put lights, fans, CPAP breathing machines with a power outlet so you can actually power your machine. If you've got some sleep apnea that you're wrestling with for one reason or another, or you just need a little help at night, this is the camper you can sleep in. There's a lot more to talk about on this, but I've already gone almost 16 minutes, so give me a call. Give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Happy camping.